It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On play action, now McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Dancing to his left. Open man is Jalen Nailor. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. To the air again, McCarthy. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. To throw, Young. wisely to throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young to throw it. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 13-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air with McCarthy. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Nailor, 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play fake, now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. There's the As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA. Moore, the motion man right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Here's Young. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. On play action, McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. McCarthy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Young. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Young. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Moore, the motion man. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And now off to the races down the right side. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Rondale Moore, 72 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. York on now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Moore on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Young to throw it. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. Rondale Moore. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Rondale Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Young. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Moore, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Flushed out right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
Now he'll escape to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. This will be caught at about the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw again. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with 1st and goal. A pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again, McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Nailor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
That keeps the score Vikings 33, Panthers 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Young, he's going to change it up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved another
first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Third down, Young from the gun. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he's free at the 35, and finally marked down at the 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Young will set to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young now. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there.
with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To the air with McCarthy. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Once again, it's Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Young to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right.
Pass complete to Addison. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically.